Well, hello my friends, and welcome back to our Italy Let's Play. A real huge apology that we actually missed last episode because I didn't have the mic on. There's all sorts of issues I've had with this mic. It'll show a blue light, it'll show it's on, and then I'll do a video and it won't be. I think there's some sort of issue with the actual wiring. Might be time to pick up a new one, or might just be time to find a new USB cable for it. That being said, we took Athens, guys. After a lot of fighting, we did take Athens. The loss on each of our sides, the Allied sides, our allies, Bulgaria and Yugoslavia, was 20,000. Now, something amazing happened when we took Athens, just as I suspected. Grecia, or Turkey, huge enemies of Grecia, joined us in the Novo Imperium Romanum. And obviously they have a new leader here, Bekir Koval. I don't think he's a fascist, he's a monarchist of sorts, but you know, he's still more than happy to join the Novus Imperium Romanum. And this is where we start deciding what to do next. So what I've started doing, guys, I've sent an army over here to the border of Romania. Romania actually asked us for a peace agreement, for a non-aggression pact, and I find that pretty funny, because the only way they're going to be getting a non-aggression pact with us is if they swear fealty to the mighty Roman Empire, and that's about the only way. Even then, honestly, I don't see it happening. I'm going to go ahead and take the 17 divisions we have here, and this will actually accidentally took 24 divisions. Let's get some of these guys out of here. Yes, sorry, we'll fix you later. Because actually most of our generals are not field marshals. I'm going to take a look here. What's wrong with you, Agrippa? Wow, we have like no generals left. Almost all of our generals have taken up this area, so we have to get that back down to 16. We're going to assign some of these divisions. Just make sure that we get that down to 16. We're not going to be effective unless it is down at quite a low level. So here we go. But yeah, guys, this is tremendous. We're going to take a quick look here. First, let me just get this front line built. We could also put a front line there on the German Reich. Obviously, now that we've got a lot of people on our side, if Germany tries to attack, we definitely have a little bit of backup here. All right, I'm going to take a look here. A lot of people have mentioned missing equipment production. Now, this has been updated, and I think this is actually new because of the new Steam update, which really makes things a lot easier to see over here. But as you can see here, we're doing our absolute best, guys, and we still need infantry factories. We still need a bunch of other stuff. We're doing our best, though, we really are. I might actually lower the amount of factories there for pre-war infantry equipment and move it over here for the mountain warfare equipment, which we desperately need. Alright, boys, you can't wait around forever, so keep moving. And obviously we need to start moving those generals as well. The one scary thing is we don't have that many generals here. So we're kind of just working with what we have. Now let's take a look here. The Novus Imperium Romanum looks beautiful, guys. And we even are bigger than the Axis at this point. The 1938 Tour de France. Very cool. Now, one thing we did, another thing that I think you guys will find hilarious, I did want there to be a Greek government that still existed. So I created a puppet state in Crete. And I basically gave them Crete and the Aegean Islands. It's led by Metaxa over here, Ioannis Metaxas. So hopefully they're going to work with us. Obviously, they are part of the Novus Imperium Romanum. It's just one of many ways to get them in. I could have given them the whole country, but I just wanted that Greek landmass to be part of Italy, of course, Greater Italy. And now it is, and we're more than happy. So what we're doing now, guys, we're just kind of waiting. I don't want to rush into anything at all. I know that the Germans are probably itching to pull the trigger, but honestly, I'm just trying to play it cool. Now, one thing we are doing is we are trying to get a war goal here on Romania, and I think you guys understand why we're doing that. Obviously, getting the oil fields of Romania would be tremendous, and also just having this large landmass is really a bonus. Now, ideally, I want to split the country in half, create a puppet state over here on the east near Russia, so that if we do get attacked, we at least get advance notice, if that makes sense. Okay, no national focus set. Can't do support nationalist Spain as much as I wish we could. Let's go for the extra research slot, guys. We already got our special forces, which actually unlocked quite a number of free equipment, which is hopefully going to help us here. Wow, that's very strange. Well, I'll take the infantry equipment tank. And over here, we got our recon unit. I want to get that logistics unit or the maintenance company. Let's get the logistics company. 135 days. They might be my favorite company, the logistics. We're going to go ahead and bring them out. So obviously, the Turks still hold Istanbul. They still hold this area, and I'm very glad to have them on our side. I can only hope that if we move into Romania, we're going to bring them into this war, and they're going to have no issue joining. The interesting thing about our conflict is, despite bringing a bunch of countries into it, we didn't actually have to pay anybody. We didn't actually have to give land to anybody. They let us take everything. I could have given part of Albania to Yugoslavia, but nah. Faction members justifying war goals. Good. So that's fine. I have no problem. Legionnaires Bulgaria is justifying war against Romania, and so are we, which leads me to believe that we all have our eyes in the same place, and that is on the Romanian oil fields. If we can snag that before Hitler or Stalin, I think that's a huge bonus for our faction. A lot of people mention Africa and they mention trying to form some sort of defensive barrier here. We're going to do our best. For instance, I could take these guys right here and do our absolute best, but I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. If we have a fight in Africa, I don't think we will win. Simply because we just don't have enough members, enough military members in this area. And quite frankly, I don't find this nearly as important as mainland Europe. Obviously, to the Italians, this is extremely important to hold on to those colonies. But if push comes to shove, I don't mind trading some land down here for some gains over here in Europa. So we're going to have to see how that goes. So far, things are pretty quiet. I like that a lot. I was actually concerned that this recent update would ruin the game, and it actually did temporarily. For some reason, I opened it today, and we were able to play, which is really, really cool. So I hope this continues. "1939 is passing by with no incident, perhaps, unless, of course, the Germans eventually attack Poland. But let's take a look at Poland here, see what government they've chosen. No faction. And non-aligned, the BBWR. I'm not even sure what sort of political party that would be. Maybe just a very average Democratic Party. I'm going to see if Hungary, although I doubt it, I want to see if they'd be interested in joining our faction. Not really, but it looks like if we were to go to war, you guys see that minus 30 there. If we were to go to war with any country, including Romania, they would join us almost immediately. So I think maybe improving relations might be a smart idea, even though it's a very tiny country. Not very tiny, but small enough. Having them on our side is only going to further justify our goals. And there we go. We just got the justification of conquering Muntenia and Transylvania. So now, guys, we could, of course, if we want, start moving into Romania and taking over this territory. I'm going to let you guys decide what to do at this point. I think it certainly could be a fun prospect to go ahead and do that, but we've got to be careful. We can't just start declaring war everywhere and expect things to go perfect every time. So I'm going to let you guys make that decision. Should we attack Romania, or should we hang back and focus on building up our country a little bit? I'm not sure, guys. I want you to tell me. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and have an awesome, awesome day. And as always, glory to the Novus Imperium Romanum.